I think it's a good idea. It's coming from a good place.
Yes and no.
I personally don't.
No, not really. Makes your journey so much longer, and fair enough, I can understand it outside schools and places like that, you know, for safety reasons. However, I drove along Western Avenue yesterday, and Western Avenue is 50 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, then 30 for about 10 metres, then 20, then 30, then 20. It was just really difficult keeping up with all the speed limits.
I'm an international student, so I don't drive around. But walking around when people are sending their cars, it gets a bit daunting. So I reckon the 20 mile per hour is a good thing to have.
It's something we need to do for the safety and for the environment. I mean, being the first shows that we're a forward-thinking country as well. It's harder. I find I don't go out of third gear anymore. But yeah, it just makes me more conscious and more aware of what I'm actually doing when I'm driving.
Overall, I'm rather sceptical since they slow down things like commutes and emergency services and can ultimately reduce the productivity of the nation.
When it's like close to a school area, like a public area where it's like pedestrians and everything and it's busier, then 100%. But if it's in a long road and there's not many houses or pedestrians close, then I don't think it necessarily should be 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, I do. I don't think that it adds a massive amount of time to your commuting if you're driving around Cardiff, and it makes it a lot safer, especially if you're on the road, not in a car, such as on a bicycle, because I've been cycling to and from university. And the roads just sometimes feel unsafe, especially people trying to beat the yellow lights at traffic lights. I've seen people being hit off their bikes and it's just not pleasant. It's like scared me before to go out on my bike.
For new drivers it will be fine. For people who've been driving in these areas for years, it's just going to be too hard to change and it will cost a lot, I think, to get all the remapping and all the signs, and I just think it's overall not a good idea.
I think 20 miles an hour might be a little bit too slow. If 30 is too fast, then 25 would be a pretty happy medium.